It's New Year's again, so we are making smothered cabbage. Here I have my cabbage cleaned and chopped, and I had some leftover sausage and I'm using bacon. I'm going to start by adding oil to my pot, and we're going to cook our sausage and bacon. And this is going to create a lot of fat, but we're basically going to be frying our cabbage. And so for the bacon, we're not trying to cook it until it's crispy. What I'm looking for is the brown bits on the bottom of the pan. And when I see that, I'm adding my cabbage. And I'm going to have to add the cabbage a little at a time because there's so much of it. And I'm adding a little water to help it out. And I'm just adding as much as I can. Just kind of trying to get it in there, and it starts to wilt pretty fast. I'm gonna add the rest of it and put the top on so that it kind of starts to wilt even faster. And so you can see it's all in there now. And we're going to add some seasoning. I'm adding about 1/2 teaspoon of red pepper and 1 teaspoon of salt. And the seasoning can always be adjusted later. And so this whole cabbage process, basically we're going to be browning the cabbage and stirring it and adding water and browning it a little bit, adding water, stirring over and over and over again for probably close to an hour. And you can see it's really shrunk and wilted at this point. That's about 2 to 3 heads of cabbage. And so some people might serve it at this point, and that's okay. I would eat it at this point, but we're gonna cook it a little bit longer. We're gonna roast it. You can see I'm adding water and we're stirring and kind of getting the stuck pieces off the bottom of the pan, and that's going to change the color of the cabbage. You'll see it starts to turn a little bit more brown, and that's from roasting it. And so we're letting it stick a little bit. We're adding water and we're stirring it. And I have my temperature on like medium high heat. And so you can't really leave your cabbage if you're going to cook it this way, because you really got to watch it and keep an eye on it. And so here you can see I added some brown sugar, and that is to help bring out the sweetness of the cabbage. And it's almost like it begins to caramelize. Still cooking it. And this is how my dad and my great-grandmother cook cabbage. And it is so yummy. And now we're going to add a little bit of flour. I'm going to cook that for a few minutes. And if you notice, the color of the cabbage has kind of changed. It's a little bit more brown. And now we're going to add some half and half or whipping cream. And this is what makes it so good. And I'm calling this smothered cabbage, but some people call it cream cabbage. And there you have it. Creamed, smothered, caramelized goodness. So we're gonna plate it up and give it a taste. And this is what I thought of it. Yummy. Thank you for watching. Give it a try.